Welcome to the update. I'm Talisa Ryder. The Albanese Government says it remains unmoved as thousands of tradies start to walk off the job in protest at its decision to place the CFMEU into administration. The government says the construction division needs to be cleaned up following allegations of corruption and criminal activity. Senior Minister Claire O'Neill says about 270 officials have already been turfed out of the union.
It's obvious that this has put a few noses out of joint, but our government's not for turning on this. A construction union that's not functional in our country is not good for the sector, and it's not good for workers, indeed, in that industry. So we're going to keep going with that tough action no matter what happens here.
The Federal Workplace Minister is defending new workplace laws, including the right to disconnect. Employees now have the legal right not to respond to calls, texts or emails unless it's urgent. Business groups claim it'll undermine productivity, but Senator Murray Watt doesn't believe that'll be the case.
What we'd be really encouraging employees and their workers to do is to have a discussion about these things, talk about what's reasonable. There is the ability for an employee to go to the Fair Work Commission, but we think that would be the very small minority of cases.
The Australian Border Force has set up a new branch dedicated to tackling illicit tobacco. It follows latest data revealing almost 5 billion cigarettes have been seized at the border over the past 3 years. Paralympians have welcomed the announcement that they'll be rewarded financially for winning medals at the upcoming Paris Games. The federal gov's decided to match the payments made by the Australian Olympic Committee to its medal-winning athletes, $20,000 for gold, $15,000 for silver and $10,000 for bronze. And 4 astronauts will soon be launched into space to attempt the first private spacewalk in history. The Polaris Dawn mission will blast off from Florida in a SpaceX rocket. If successful, it'll take the astronauts the furthest humans have travelled from Earth since Apollo over the course of 5 days. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the 44-man All-Australian squad for 2024 has been revealed, with Brisbane and Fremantle the best represented clubs. Both of the sides have 5 players in the mix. The final side will be announced on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Blues' Matt Owies has copped a 1-week ban for a dangerous tackle on Saints' Jack Higgins. Unless the club challenges it, the ban will rule Owies out of the elimination final against Brisbane. And in tennis, Aussie Alexei Popyrin has cruised into the second round of the US Open. He's beaten his Korean opponent in straight sets. In entertainment news, double heartbreak for Mariah Carey, who's announced both her mum and sister had passed away on the same day. The singing icon releasing a statement saying her heart is broken. Stephen Baldwin has reacted publicly to daughter Hailey Bieber welcoming her first baby with Justin Bieber. He's responded to a tweet posted by Justin's mother, Patty, saying, "Congratulations to you. May God continue blessing our family." And several props from the set of Friends are set to be auctioned off in honour of the hit sitcom's 30th anniversary. The auction items will include a replica of the Central Perk couch, scripts, clothing, and even one of Matthew Perry's signed signature sweaters. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.